Hello, I'm a proud ChiroTouch user. My name is Dr. Morrison, Jason Morrison, down in San Diego, California. Been in practice since 2003. Went with ChiroTouch about a little over 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Chose the product due to the streamline, the tablet PC at the time. I really liked the concept of the ability to walk around with the tablet and do the notes and go completely paperless. Use the scan-in material, the ability to scan in all the EOBs, and each function over the last couple years I've used more and more as time goes by. My practice here, I'm seeing about 120 a week. Everything is done through ChiroTouch, my billing, the notes, everything from the self-check-in as well. We took advantage of about a year ago, which is amazing. It streamlines the self-check-in and the self-check-out process for the patients. Another awesome benefit of ChiroTouch is the reports that it generates. There are upwards of, I believe, 25 different types of reports that we use. I've focused in about 3 or 4 that I run for the most part daily to help keep track of statistics, where patients are at. Also to generate reports for inactive patients and patient mailers. We've tapped into that recently and mailed out about 400 mailers that took us all of about 8 minutes to run the report and print out the addresses. Also, reports for personal injury cases. I've found that the lawyers are in love with the day-to-day note-taking process and how it generates the note and what it says. It's made it streamline my personal injury because I don't have to write a narrative at the end of the case and a 3-page report at the end, because the daily notes are so well done. Favorite part of ChiroTouch is definitely the day-to-day, the notes. I can on one screen look at who's coming in, run through my head on if they owe me money, if I need to sell them on a package. There's alerts that alert me on that process. Literally within 5 to 10 minutes in the beginning of my day, I see that process. And the second part is honestly the SALT ability, the ability to take notes from the day before and salt them over into the next day, and then tweak it with modifications. It makes my note taking, in between 5 and 15 seconds versus having to redo the note every time. I think for the staff, it would be the alerts, the self-check-in process, and the ability for ledger notes and ledger alerts to come out if people owe money or don't owe money. As far as tech support goes, I can call them in any given moment. And it's funny you brought that up. I just did that this morning. We had a question on something and we made a phone call. I told the staff at any given moment, make a phone call. We never have to leave a message. It's always dealt with right at that moment, and it's rare that we don't get it dealt with within the first 30 minutes of calling. We've never had to leave messages, or they've had to return a call 2 or 3 days later. It's been premier for sure. Overall, I think ChiroTouch is an amazing product. I keep adding computers, honestly, to the point where it's definitely going to be in every room. I would, at this point, not recommend anything else, as well as being having to do paper notes and files in the past, and it is, I don't even know the words. It would be, it's much more efficient, and it is the best move at this point that I've made in my 7 years of practice.